we're talking about, there being it's like the American economy. There's 3 classes of baseball teams. There's upper class, middle class, and lower class. It's like, why is that even a fucking thing?
Yeah.
In the NFL, you're not hearing like what's like a small market NFL team. I mean, we know what small markets are, but it's not like the fucking Jags are like, we're only spending this much money.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a thing. You just spend what you can spend. You get close. Maybe you don't have all the money. Maybe you're not going, all in on guaranteed this, guaranteed that. But, like,
it's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
But even the same in the NBA.
Because that's the thing with and here's, like, the Cubs are a great example. Jason Hayward signed a deal for $184 million. Jason Hayward is getting more millions of dollars than he will have RBI in his entire Cubs career. In that entire contract, he's not going to have 184 RBIs. And then fucking people are just like, what? Like, Cubs fans aren't even concerned about it.
Because payroll's not an issue.
Yeah, because it's not an issue. Jason Hayward's just going to get $184 million, and people are just going to be like, well, he plays a good defense. Plays a good defense.
What's their GM's name again? The Cubs.
Theo Epstein.
So Theo Epstein, everyone's like, oh, Theo Epstein, such a genius. Well, he's playing with monopoly money, people.
Yeah.
Like, he can sign whoever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, exactly. Theo Epstein's the guy at the bar who is he's a fucking douche. He's dressed like a fucking clown. He can't dance. He doesn't know how to talk to girls, but he's cleared out the VIP section, and he's got bottle service. Yeah. And girls are walking in like, hey, what's your deal? And he's like, well, free drinks. And they're like, fuck it. Yeah, we're in. Meanwhile, we're on the dance floor in fucking sneakers, and like, maybe I leave with a 10, maybe I don't. Who knows?
Yeah. Not a 10, but it doesn't matter.
Don't sell yourself short. Maybe put a T-shirt on under your fucking sweater. Let's start there.
I'm just saying. 10's, Anyway, they're not going to do things that other girls would do. That's what I'm getting at. 10's not going to be as good sexually. Am I making sense over here, Trevor? Is this making sense?
I mean, yeah, it was the hell of a transition.
I know.
Okay. Anyway, your point was...
like, you got to take home a 6 who's also fucking another dude simultaneously. They do the most shit.
I'm in a good mood. Don't try to...
No, I'm not killing your vibe.
I'm not you. Prano's taking digs at me. Anyway, can't wait to eat some of that Mardi Gras cake. Thank you, A. Millie, after the show.
Shout out.
Man, he sent us the biggest Mardi Gras cake, and I have been going to town, but I haven't been stoned yet. So after the show, this is going to be amazing. Look, I get what you're saying, and we all agree, and I think most people agree, there should be a salary cap. I just don't know how the NBA or the Major League Baseball is still doing this shit. I started off that conversation by calling them the NFL, and I ended with the NBA. This is a fucking disaster. But a bigger disaster is Sammy Sosa, and I cannot wait to talk about this.
I mean, where do we start?
So we've seen this transition of Sammy Sosa. We've seen it. Because every time a new pick comes out, instantly he's trending, which I think is so interesting for a guy who's not on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, the minute a pick comes out of Sammy Sosa.
But, like, I don't understand the pick that came out today. It was like news. Who's taking this picture? Where is this happening? Is this happening at, like, Disneyland? Where
let's pull up the picture.
Like, did you do that when you were a kid, where you'd go to, like, Disneyland with your family and you'd all dressed up like you were in the Old West?
Yeah.
Like,
so let's pull up the picture. So we'll put this on the screen for everybody who watches on YouTube. So this is him, and it looks like it was, let me lean in here. It looks like it was professionally taken.
Yeah, it looks like it was professionally taken. It looks like it was either in front of a green screen or he's, like, in Mexico on the beach.
And he's doing just...
He may or may not be posing with former guest of the show, Sarah Tiana.
Yeah, she looks like a Latin Sarah Tiana for sure.
Is that woman Latino?
Yeah, I think she's Latino. Take a look. She's Latino.
Okay.
But what I love is how serious
this is like the worst episode of Westworld I've ever seen. Yo, bro, welcome to Westworld. She's a robot or something. I don't know.
But let's look at here's what I have. I pulled up a couple things, and again, I'll put these up on YouTube, guys, for the live video. Actually, Nick D'Alessandro will do that, but it's gonna look amazing. Here's
you're too stoned to even fucking.
Here's a meme from just a few years ago.
Yeah.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
Here's his evolution. 89, 98.
Well, what's crazy about this is in 89, all right, he's a Dominican dude, right? He's a Dominican baseball player.
He's straight up Dominican.
He looks like every Dominican ever. He's got fucking Jerry curl. He's like black, but he's not super black. He's like Caribbean black. In 98, he's straight up like a black American.
Yeah.
In 2006, I don't even know. He looks like he's in blackface. In 2009, he's 100% white. He's not in 2009. He's not even white.
No,
he's like Dave Chappelle white.
Yeah.
He's like Dave Chappelle doing white.
Or white chicks.
Yeah, exactly.
With the Wayans brothers.
Yeah.
In 2013,
He's a vampire.
and somebody
And then somebody put the Joker in 2015. Which honestly, if they didn't do the thing with if they didn't do the makeup around the eyes, I wouldn't be surprised if that was him.
Well, let me pull up the 4 pictures I posted today. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So you have him with the Cubs.
Yep.
Hold on. You have him with the Cubs there.
Yep.
Again, he's just a black dude.
Yep.
He's a black American.
Right.
He looks like just a normal.
Hey, he's like every Dominican baseball player.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Then
he's Nosferatu. He looks like there if you fucking held up garlic that he'd start melting.
Yeah, this is him in London earlier this year.
Yeah.
I mean, this is straight Dave Chappelle as the white weatherman.
It's so fucking weird.
So this is him in London earlier this year. Then he just got pink. This is him as a Pepto-Bismol fucking bottle.
He looks like he looks like the humanization of Mambo number 5. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm the whitest dude you've ever seen. Come on, look at life.
This one, Prano, remember when it broke this summer? People were losing their mind.
He looks like a thumb. Like, look at him.
Like an eraser, the back of an eraser.
Yeah.
Remember the giant erasers?
Yeah.
That's what he looks like. And then the one today.
Yeah, and then, of course, today.
Of him as the cowboy.
This is like, now it's like he's almost going back. Now he looks like a white guy who's trying to look Hispanic for the chick he's dating.
Yeah, like he's gone full circle.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I should put on like dark makeup and like pretend I'm Mexican. It's like, dude, what are you?
He just must hate himself.
He looks like an uncooked hot dog. He looks like your rug is what he looks like. He looks like a piece of the smut shack carpet that has had milkshake spilled on it.
I want to get a side-by-side because I think my parents did one of these poses, and there's a picture in our house. I want to get a side-by-side of a young Walton Joanne next to white Sammy Sosa and fucking Mexican Sarah Tiana.
Yeah. Sammy Sosa is literally like, he's like a different coffee color every time. Like he started out as like a fucking cold brew, and then he went to a fucking latte, and then just suddenly he was like a milkshake.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's fascinating, though, isn't it? I mean, I don't know why. The one of him in London with the double-decker bus in the background might be my favorite. Look how happy he is.
He looks like he's looking around going like, I'm the most white person here. It's like, I'm in London.
He's so happy. He literally looks like fucking Dracula.
You know what's weird, though? His hair changed. Everything changed. Like, he doesn't have curly Dominican hair anymore. He's just like, has he gone on the record at all?
Talking about
this?
it?
Yeah.
Has nobody interviewed him about it?
No. How is this not a thing? You remember when Michael Jackson, like, they were like, hey, Michael Jackson, you're white now. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was instantly a thing.
And he was like, oh, I have a skin thing and blah, 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 blah. I mean, Sammy Sosa used to be a straight up brown dude.
Yeah.
Now he's a straight up white dude.
It's crazy, right? It's absolutely crazy.
He's whiter than everybody in this room.
Yeah. He looks like Chappelle.
You know what I mean?
Being a white person.
Yeah.
Or the Wayans brothers as white chicks. That's what he looks like. Well, here's what you need to do, Sammy Sosa, to upgrade your life. You can start by getting some Harry's razors.
I mean, you're that white. I don't think he needs to shave.
Well, I'm sure he's getting rid of his body hair some sort of way. So he should get him some Harry's razors. I just put a new fresh blade on the other day. I had to look nice and clean last week. Love those blades because I never cut myself. They're sharp, but they're not too sharp. It's the perfect amount of sharpness. That's definitely not in the ad read. But Harry's did strip out the unnecessary features, like the vibrating handle, the heating blades, the 15 lubricating strips, and the unnecessary cost. That's what we're going to get you guys to deliver customers one perfect razor at an amazing price. Harry's is so confident you're going to love their blades. They'll give their... Harry's is so... Let me slowly do this. Harry's is so confident you're going to love their blades. They'll give you their...
I wonder if Harry's listening to this going like, so you guys are just sounding out our ads now? Hold on, let me do this. Harry's is so confident that you'll love their blades. They're willing to give you a money-back warranty.
Harry's is so confident you're going to love their blades. They'll give you their trial set for free when you sign up at harrys.com/dirty. Just pay for shipping. So, guys, claim your free trial set from Harry's. $13 value when you sign up for free. Your tree.
Whoa, hold on. Can we get somebody to clip that? A fruit of the tree that's free? Free?
Okay. Trevor's losing his mind. Your free trial set includes a weighted ergonomic razor handle, 5 precision engineered blades with a lubricating strip, and a trimmer blade, rich lathering shave gel, a travel blade cover. To get your free trial set, go to harrys.com/dirty. That's harrys.com/dirty. I think that was an excellent ad read, personally. I nailed it.
I want to follow that up by just saying, like, guys, buy a Harry's razor. You know, they give you free shipping and there's all this stuff. Just do it because Ruther has to do that every episode.
I'm not gonna.
That was something.
I can't.
I don't know what that was, but that was something.
Do you think that was more or less coherent than if you asked Sammy Sosa, what color are you? He's like, well, ergonomic. I was free.
Was it that bad?
I mean, you lost it in the middle there. You lost it.
We might have to do a pre-roll.
No, we keep it, man. It's all about organic.
It was excellent, though.
That was full cougar there. That was Maverick was landing the plane and then just like decided to come back off the aircraft carrier. He's like, Cougar, he's lost it.
But here's the bigger question.
Stay with me, Cougar.
Am I better as a high host?
Oh, definitely high. I would definitely. This is
for entertainment purposes.
Yes, absolutely.
By the way, now that I look at Trevor with the with the haircut with the beanie up,
I'm just gonna keep the beanie on this whole fucking time now.
It's a very similar hair look to Sammy Sosa. He kind of looks like Trevor. Almost looks like
Trevor's darker.
He's the next version of Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, at least I'm dark. At least I got.
You know who else Trevor looks like? Matty pointed out. You're not going to know him. You probably won't either. You kind of look like.
Oh well, this is going to make for a great podcast.
Well, the listeners will know. You kind of look like Xavier's J.P. McCura, the white guy.
Damn, I have not watched any Xavier basketball, so.
Yeah, but he's the guy everybody who's always talking shit. He's always trending. You don't know.
He's always
trending.
You don't know J.P. McCura? He's a 4-year starter. You got to know him.
Dude, the kid's blonde.
Yeah, maybe they don't look
anything like Trevor.
That literally looks absolutely nothing like
You should love him. He got arrested for pulling his dick out at a bar in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
I respect it, but that literally looks
like
nothing.
a guy that would get arrested for pulling his dick out.
Yeah. Anyway. What the fuck were we talking about? Trevor, who he looks like? Okay. NFL. That was.
By the way, for NFL purposes, I have to say that we were supposed to make a call. We owe a spot on the show to Kevin Albright, who is famous for multiple reasons. One, he's a famous Eagles fan, but he's also famously the guy who called like multiple times last year, upset that we didn't have Penn State as like the runaway number one, that they should be in the playoff. Remember, that was right before we went to the...
So his hot takes are Johnny Manziel, Penn State.
Yeah, and then remember we went to the Rose Bowl, obviously watched Penn State lose, not in the playoffs. And yeah, and he was a Johnny Manziel guy? Is that true?
I think he still is. He left so many...
No, He's still a Johnny Manziel guy?
He left so many calls that Manziel was going to make a comeback within like the last year. Too bad fucking Skype deleted all that shit.
Yeah. We were supposed to call him, but we're doing this super late because you had a show tonight, and I think he just messaged me.
Hello.
He's already asleep.
Okay. So let me get this straight for all the listeners, because this is kind of news to me. You made a bet with a fucking dirtball
Yeah.
that he would be allowed to call into the show if the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
No, actually, just if they beat the Falcons, which is honestly their closest game of the whole playoffs, which is amazing, right? Mm-hmm. They shouldn't have beaten the Falcons.
So what did you tell him, that you can call into the show and have a discussion with us?
Yeah. He said if I win, I get to guest on the show. And I think I
guest, bro.
Yeah.
Let's just pull that fucking label back a bit.
It was a phone call guest.
I barely get a mic over here.
I may or may have not said like if they lose, you have to kill yourself or something along those lines. It's like, I'm in. Foles for life.
Okay, well, two things about this. One, I don't ever want to make a dirtball bet again.
I mean, this was pre the just like official, like we're not making it.
Well,
bet
we're not
again.
because Mac ruined it.
Right.
Point blank, Mac ruined it for all you guys.
And that was the thing. That was the thing. I was even saying, like, I was like, oh, the Eagles aren't going to win the fucking Super Bowl. I would rather pay $1,000 than have I would rather pay out a loss of $1,000 than have an Eagles fan
gloating
on our show gloating about the Super Bowl. But I don't get to pay $1,000 because we didn't lose that bet, and I don't get to collect $1,000 because that kid disappeared. I only have to fucking have an Eagles fan on the show. That's why we can't do any dirtball bets anymore, because basically what happens is we only pay them. We never collect on them.
Yeah.
Because we stand for something. So I have to fucking have some shithead who thinks Johnny Manziel's going to have a comeback on the fucking show, but I'm never going to get $1,000.
We should shout out his Twitter.
Who? Kevin
Max.
Albright?
No, Max.
Oh.
Mac blocked you?
No, I just searched.
No,
that.
I don't care. He's not worthy of it.
No, we'll get dirtballs to go after him.
I don't care. No. You know why? Because I don't care. Because I'm trying to take a different approach, and my approach is, that kid's dead to me. And I don't even want to, give his Twitter out. A lot of guys know his Twitter, because my thing is, you didn't pay up on a bet. We're going to move on. I feel good, positive energy, momentum headed our way, and I don't want to deal with that kid.
The most important thing is we'll have Eagles fan
Kevin Albright
and Johnny Manziel fan and Jerry Sandusky fan Kevin Albright on next episode. He had to go to sleep tonight.
No, but we have a guest next episode.
We'll get him.
We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna pass him along to you. You'll have to do the guest booking.
Dear God, let's talk about Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yes.
Another one of Trevor's team. No, you're Broncos. That's right.
It does get confusing with Trevor.
Yeah. I know I'm a little high, but I think Bay, and I'm thinking San Francisco, because you don't strike me as a Raiders fan.
You were thinking Trevor's my Bay.
Yes. So Garoppolo signs a 5-year, $137 million deal. While I like the deal, because I do, he hadn't won shit yet, though. That's all I'm saying. Like I tweeted that out, and somebody came at me, one of the dirtballs, and I was like, dude.
Well, Matthew Stafford's never won shit, and he's the guy that he was the formerly highest paid quarterback in the league, right?
Derek Carr.
Right, Derek Carr.
It's the biggest deal.
This is just the
NFL history.
This is just the deal with NFL quarterbacks now.
Sure.
Somewhere Aaron Rodgers is jerking off with his left hand because he still has right hand in a sling, but he's like, "Fuck, I'm about to make $200 million."
Well, good. He deserves it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Yu Darvish is like, "This is nothing. I'm fucking."
Yeah.
He's like, I have a higher ERA than you guys score points per game, and he's got $126 million.
Does Garoppolo instantly make them a playoff contender?
No. I don't think so.
They won their last, 4 games?
A playoff, you're talking,
like 6.
We're talking about so here's
5, I think.
I think the Rams will come back down to earth a little bit. They had what was their record?
11-5, but they also the last game they didn't.
Right. So
their guys.
No, they'll probably be right around there. They'll probably be an 11-5 team again. I think that the Seattle Seahawks, I think the wave has crashed and is going to roll back. But that's still two teams. Obviously, the Cardinals have lost their head coach. And so I think you can't count on the Cardinals being in the mix. But that's two teams that one that's on the up and up and one that's on the way. But even, I mean, none of those teams are about to fall apart.
Yeah.
You can't confidently be picking the San Francisco 49ers
No.
confidently to be a top 2 team in the West.
No. And obviously, I still like the Rams as the favorite there. But it'll be interesting. How many games did he win with the Niners?
Also,
5 in a row.
Also, there's like, what is a playoff contender? You know what I mean?
It's the
Like
NFL.
a playoff contender. I mean, we're talking about could they win 9 games next year?
Yeah.
Of course they could.
I mean, I like him. And I like the signing.
Here's a very simple question. You have to bet right now on the Niners making or not making the playoffs next year as a wild card, as a division winner.
Not.
Trevor.
No.
I'm going no. They might be right there. They might not be a 5 and whatever team again. They might be a 10 and 6 team. They might be a 9 and 7 team. But like, if I had to bet on it, no, I'm betting.
Because you'd have to go wild card, wouldn't you say that they got to win the wild card?
I mean, they could win the division, but I'm just saying they could. But is anybody here like? I'm not confident they're going to.
And then if you go wild card, you really see the Saints, Panthers, and Falcons all falling off.
Right. Well, and no teams in the
East.
North or the East putting it together.
I guess the
I mean, the
Packers,
the Cowboys and the Giants were playoff teams 2 seasons ago, and the Packers not a playoff team this year.
They'll get Rodgers back, so that even adds to the mix.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying, I agree. Okay, what do you want, a synopsis over here,
You
Trevor?
want to switch seats with Trevor? Maybe
You are
too high? Should we put you on the bench?
I was going to say, I am baked.
You're benched.
Am I too high? I feel like Trevor's talking a lot more in this episode. Or am I just stoned?
Yeah,
I don't
it's definitely, I've definitely come
care.
on this episode.
You hear a lot
Sorry.
of voices in your head?
Sorry, I'll sit over here in my corner.
No, I didn't say you had to.
I mean, I'm not even on camera anymore, but
Yeah, sorry about that. It's just there's too little room, you know.
Just
But we are taking Trevor with us for spring training.
hyped.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're hyped?
How you
Hyped.
feeling about that, Trevor?
Hyped.
Yeah?
Well, Prano brought something to my attention last night, which I think you're going to have to take part in with us. Prano wants to revisit. The last time we went to spring training in Arizona was 2014. It was right before. It was my last hurrah, basically before the denting, like a couple weeks
I
before.
mean,
it.
the official. It was like the pre-denting. Like it was spring training for you for the denting.
So we're gonna have to revisit a Waffle House and that strip club. The strip club that I swore I was taking the waitress out of, and you refused to put your clothes on when we got back, and you were rolling in and out of bed completely naked. At one point, I just had to put you in bed completely naked and cover you head to toe in blankets and put pillows on you so that you didn't roll out of bed naked. What was that strip club name?
I think it was Christie's.
Where
Yeah.
were you? What part of?
We're in Tempe.
Was it Tempe?
Staying at the Ramada Inn. Yeah.
By ASU?
Yeah, we were pretty close to ASU because that's where we got turned that night at ASU bars. Yeah, you might get to see me naked. How's that make you feel, Trevor?
Were you going to drink on this, or are you just, what are we?
Yeah,
I might just get naked
if
regardless.
you get naked, not drunk, I might drive home.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, we're gonna go.
Can you remember the last time we were there? I was on the toilet, like throwing up into the tub.
Yeah, I think there's a picture of that online. Actually, I might go back and listen to our first episode after that trip to try to figure some things out. But we're gonna see a lot of games. I'm excited. Right after March Madness.
I'll tell you what, Beat of the Indigo would not have been a fan of the walk from the Waffle House to the hotel, based on my Dent report listening.
He's gonna be mad at you for saying Negro tonight.
Barry can just fucking.
You know my feelings on censorship. There's a time and a place.
For censorship?
No. I didn't make any sense. What I meant to say was
Didn't make any censorship.
put everything in context. You know what I'm saying? Everything's in context.
No one knows what you're saying.
What I am saying is that the Colts have hired Frank. Is it Reich or Reich?
Reich.
Reich.
Frank Third Reich, as they call him in Philadelphia.
Snap. As a new head coach, the Eagles' offensive coordinator. But I'm confused by this. Can you explain this to me? I thought Peterson called their plays. Did Doug Peterson not call their plays?
I believe he did, but there's also that's the thing. There's a lot of head coaches that call the plays.
So then what is Frank Reich's job then as the offensive coordinator?
I mean, he's still, I guess, in charge of the offense. Like, it's like...
Probably handles the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
As a former quarterback.
Yeah.
Do you know the little cool stat about Frank Reich as a player?
Well, he's Jim Kelly's backup.
Sure.
And he led the big comeback game.
It's still the biggest comeback in NFL playoff history.
Yep.
35 points to the Oilers. Houston Oilers at the time.
Yep.
Yeah. I believe they were down... Was it 35 or 32? Either 38-3 or 35-3.
Yeah. I think it was 35.
Yeah.
In the first half, right?
Yeah.
That was in Buffalo. He was replacing Jim Kelly.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's going on in Indy? Because obviously Josh McDaniels reneged on his deal. I can say that, guys. It's a totally legit word.
Let's just keep moving.
I did that.
Definitely cutting it close.
I did that on purpose. I'm having fun here. Don't get all serious with me, fellas. We don't know Andrew Luck's status.
No.
Is that a good or bad job?
It's not the Eagles quarterback coach. It's not the Eagles not play calling offensive coordinator coach. I'm sure he's getting paid more.
Yeah.
He's also a head coach in the NFL.
True.
Also, if he fails, no one's going to hit him with a battery or throw up horse shit on him. So that's a plus.
True.
It's a major win.
And he gets to have some fun drunken nights with Jim Irsay.
Yeah. He'll be fine.
Cool. Was there anything else in the NFL news that hit this week?
No, I don't think so. I think that was the major news. Garoppolo and Reich.
I bet Garoppolo bangs so many chicks. I was thinking that.
Yeah?
He's a good-looking young dude, and he plays quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers.
And he's in fucking Santa Clara. So he's getting a lot of chicks who drive Uber, work for Google.
Yeah, not the best clientele, I will say. What are you looking up over there, Trevor?
No, well, there was the Reuben Foster tried to make a late entrance into the Dirty Sports Savage of the Year award. Aaron Hernandez Savage of the Year award.
Well, here's how the Aaron Hernandez Savage of the Year award works. We had already started back over. So what Reuben Foster did recently and today, or was it today, last night, he will now, that'll be included for the 2019 Aaron Hernandez Savage of the Year award. What did he do, by the way?
But this is just like this. Again, this is just like the Oscars. You don't win an Oscar putting a fucking movie out in February. You win Oscars putting movies out in fucking November.
What did he do?
It was a domestic dispute. He got trying to find the exact.
That's not really standing out for an NFL player.
He basically got arrested and he got like 3 charges.
Was there any mention of nutting in her eye?
No, there was no.
I'm just saying, Robbie Anderson has set the bar high for any future Aaron Hernandez Savage of the Year award simply by saying he would nut in a police officer's eye. Prano's now looking at pictures of Jimmy Garoppolo on Instagram. What is going?
I'm trying to. Well, you said that he's probably dating all kinds of chicks. So I'm trying to find out if he's got a wife, he's got a girlfriend. He's one of those. I mean, he's one of those guys where
He's like a young John Stamos, bro.
Yeah, but it's a little suspect. There's not a picture of him anywhere with a woman.
It doesn't make him suspect.
It doesn't make a suspect?
No.
You can find a picture of me on the internet with a woman. This dude's the quarterback of the 49ers.
You can't just throw that out there, my boy Garops.
I'm just saying there's not a single picture of him with a woman on the internet. There's not a picture of him with his mom.
What did you put into Google?
Jimmy Garoppolo girlfriend.
Put Jimmy Garoppolo gay dudes. See if something comes up.
Look.
All right, there's nothing there.
Not a single one?
There's nothing there.
That's questionable.
Suspect.
Oh, wait, here we go. Maybe there's one. This one's like from a Brazilian website. Photos to Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay, well, look.
Parles Sport. It's like the Perez Hilton of Brazil.
He's smart, man. He's keeping things in the down low. That's what he's doing.
Dude, Julian Edelman's like fucking a Tinder profile at this point of him like asleep with his dick out. Like, how smart can you be?
I don't know, man.
Well, good luck to Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yes, exactly.
San Francisco. He's going to be he's going to marry a slump buster soon.
Well, if he follows every Giants way. Have you watch any of the Olympics?
I have.
What'd you watch?
I watched the men's slopestyle snowboarding. A fucking
that 17-year-old.
Yeah, it was
dope.
Red Garrard or whatever the fuck his name was.
I was watching that. Did you guys see my amazing voiceover I put up on Dirty Sports Twitter?
Yeah.
I'll put amazing in air quotes.
That was an amazing. I love bringing back the Andy Ruther voiceovers.
I was watching the women's slopestyle tonight and the women's half pipe tonight. I don't fuck with the figure skating. I'm not gonna lie.
Speed skating's fun though.
Speed skating's fun. I was watching a little bit of
How
that.
do they do that?
I was watching some of the curling. Have you seen the Hamilton siblings?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I literally was at home and I looked at them. And I go, "Oh, these motherfuckers are from Wisconsin." I
Very
googled
offensive.
it. I googled
Very
it, and they were like, "Fucking from Wisconsin."
How dare you?
Yeah. Dude, they're just fat
It
cheese
is
eating
true,
motherfuckers. Fat cheese eating siblings.
Well, I saw.
They look like they raped a chick together and then burned her in a bonfire. They look like fucking Making a Murderer style.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like they look
they-
like
do they-
they look
Wow.
like they were at the party that Stephen Avery's fucking girl got murdered at. They're like, look, we weren't a part of the murder, but like we were hanging out. Like she was still there when we left. We're just saying, but bitch got hungry and needed to get cheese curds, and we were training, so
It looks like a fat Andy Reid and a very nice homely girl. I would.
a fat Andy Reid. It looks just like Andy
I'm sorry,
Reid.
skinny
Yeah.
Andy Reid, not fat, skinny Andy Reid,
And a homely girl.
and just a nice
Jeez,
down
man, we're
homely
getting
girl. We don't need to ride
Broad
on these
with
Wisconsin.
homely these
It's
days.
just a nice homely girl.
Look like Amy Schumer.
She's gonna be
ate
there
Amy
for you.
Schumer.
That's hilarious. I'm just thinking that you compared them to Making a Murderer. Do they watch wrestling?
Yes.
That kid got out, right?
No,
Brendan Dassey?
No, he's still there.
Brendan Dassey?
Yeah,
I think he got out.
No, he's about to, but I'm pretty sure they didn't let him out. Like it has to go through.
Remember how big a deal that was? Like when it first came out. Like I was like, "Yo, we got to get these motherfuckers." Free.
Nobody gives a fuck.
And now I'm like, I have no idea if they're free. I have no idea if they're not free. I have no
What if
idea
that
if
was
they're
like-
a member of the fucking curling team. Like I have no idea.
What if that was like Trump's first move when he got into office? Just like totally cock block this Brendan. Like, nope, you're not getting out. You're staying in. You're watching Royal Rumble from your fucking cell. Like, what if that was Trump's first fucking move? Just to be a total dick. Like, that's the most Trump shit ever, wouldn't it be?
Yeah. Although you would think he would support the guy who wants to get out and
I
watch
was really used to
wrestling.
let him out because he's a Midwest guy.
Yeah.
Those are his people. You gonna let him out?
He's like, these are my voters.
I was just thinking.
Illiterate retards who
I'm
watch
just-
fucking wrestling. He's like, I need as many of these people on the streets as possible. He's like, also, Brendan, I'm going to go ahead and need you to fucking register.
Brendan, I have 6 fucking porn stars and Russian hookers that you need to impregnate. We
Yeah.
need to get these people voting. I just remember the mom on the phone. He'd be like, Mom, I don't know. She'd
He's
be
like, what'd you do last year? He's like, I burned a cat and I voted for Trump.
she'd be like, Brandon, why'd you? No, that wasn't the mom's voice. What was the mom's voice when he
And she
would
was fucking, she's straight up like
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
You're like, oh, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
You know, don't tell the cops. And he's like, I don't know, Mom. I just wanted to watch Royal Rumble. And she's like, dude, you can't do that. The places this show goes. Do you want to do some dirtball calls? We got enough time, right?
Yeah.
We got a second for some dirtball
Oh,
calls?
yeah, man. That's a dirtball calls.
Like half Jamaican, half Irish.
Yeah, Fernando. I don't know what the fuck that was. Okay, can I figure out how to do the teaser? This is too much work. No, we're not getting a teaser. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, so Morgan
Wait,
Grimm.
hold on. Are you telling me that you can't figure out how to play the dirtball calls intro? And by the way, I don't need you to at all, but I just want to know that that's the level high you're at.
Yeah, I think I can play it. Watch. Dirtball calls.
Yeah.
Dirtball calls. Dirtball calls. We got the dirtball calls. All right. Morgan Grimmett, who keeps trying to be the UFC correspondent.
He was here for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I talked to him for like 3 seconds.
Nice kid. You're a dick. You're so much meaner.
I'm a dick. That's not a real statement.
Yeah, you
You
are
were
a dick.
literally shirtless in the hot tub telling Matt Doherty to kill himself.
I did not tell him.
You're like, fuck you, bro. You're like, fuck you.
I did not tell
You
him.
called me Tosh 2.0. I was like, dude, that's the best fucking compliment you've got on your comedy in your entire life. And you're like, I hope you fucking drown, bro.
I didn't say any of that.
You're like, go back to Minnesota, you fucking loser. I was
didn't
like,
say any of
Jesus
that.
Christ.
I did have the fingers waving and very close to his face. Teach him a life lesson. But you know what?
Teach him a life lesson.
You know what? V Indigo and his boys said later. They're like, man, you had your arms out, you had your hair slicked back, and then you went off. You was looking like Scarface with all your chest hair and shit. So they compared me to fucking Tony Montana. That's how badass I was.
Was
He
Tony
did die at the
Montana
end.
Joe Montana's brother? Who's Tony Montana?
What's that?
He did die at the end, so.
Wow. Let's hope Pedote doesn't shoot me.
Yeah.
Anyway, Morgan Grimmett.
Can I get a Photoshop of Pedote as Michelle Pfeiffer's character?
Morgan Grimmett
Your womb is so polluted.
is trying to be our UFC correspondent.
He's been trying for a while. He's been laying down for every call, right?
And Trevor, he told you he left down the
Fire.
So repeat this.
I'll read the exact DM.
So
Sorry, Morgan. I don't mean to call you out like this.
No, you have to because I brought it up. So he DMs you, and what did he say?
Fucking fishermen throwing each other under the bus right now.
He said, "Goat UFC call."
So
Just goat UFC.
So he claims this is his greatest.
But he did say, "Or not, I won't kill myself."
He gets.
Is UFC happening right now?
There was a big fight or some shit over the weekend.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Anyway, he said this is his best call ever. Well, let's hear it because let's find out.
Hey guys, it's Morgan. Just getting a little UFC update. I'm not gonna lie and try to tell you guys that tonight's event was everything of importance. Or anything relevant.
Are we going to finish this?
No.
But there may be one thing you guys want to talk about. Jake Matthews versus some Asian guy.
We're not even halfway through.
No, that's it.
That was some Bane shit. It was like citizens of Gotham.
He goes, "That's my best call ever." You can't understand a fucking thing. Literally, you can't understand a thing.
What the fuck? Was he speaking through a digitizer? I thought he wanted to be known. He's like a guy that's on a current affair who's like calling in about the mob. He's like, was he sitting in his shadows?
The
shadows.
He's in witness protection.
This is the best UFC for.
Do you want me to continue it? I have.
No, I didn't understand a word of that. Yeah, let's. How about this? Let's see if we can pick out 5 words from here to the end of the call.
All right.
Ready? I'm going to call him out as I hear him.
All right, go.
Matthews.
Matthews?
And the Asian guy.
Asian guy.
In his eye and just fucking gouged it.
Fucking gouged
Fucking
it.
gouged it.
Bleeding everywhere. The ref saw it and everything. It was like, he did that again. He should have been disqualified.
Disqualified?
You have the picture. You don't want to talk about it right now.
No, I have no idea what the last part was. Should have been disqualified.
Condoms from sobriety.
I think he said condoms are for Instagrabbies.
I think he said sobriety. Oh my god. I just love the confidence. Best call ever. And then just
Condoms are for Instagrammy. My grandmother's on Instagram.
No, that was a great one. We have a basket.
Where's Morgan live? Up in Oregon or something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah, Oregon.
Dude, I mean, do they have fucking cell service up there?
Unbelievable, right? Here's a basketball call from our boy Gino from Reno.
Oh, my boy Gino.
Love this guy. Great dude.
What's up, guys? It's Joseph calling again from the home of 2 Chainz.
That's not Gino from Reno.
Joseph.
I was like, Joseph.
Let's
I was
play.
like, is that Gino's full name?
Is that his government
He's
name?
like, Joseph, 2 Chainz.
Let me play. Let's
Let's play Joseph's call now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I just have a quick question. I went down to my fucking country-ass family reunion this past weekend, and all of these motherfuckers are talking about NASCAR and the Daytona 500 coming up. I have never in my goddamn life watched NASCAR, never wanted to, never cared to. So I'm just asking, what the fuck are we doing with NASCAR? Do I need to start watching it? Have y'all ever watched it? Do y'all give 2 fucks about it like I don't? So that's all I got, because I know Joe said he was going to start watching hockey last year, so I'm thinking, should I pick up NASCAR this year or what? Later.
Well, first of all, you must be a newer dirtball because you're actually asking if you think we would watch NASCAR.
Well, look, the thing is, NASCAR is so fucking big. It's one of those things where you go like, should I be watching NASCAR?
Yeah.
And I've watched NASCAR, and NASCAR's interesting.
What?
I have. I've watched it for like a few minutes at a time. Well, first of all, Days of Thunder is like a top 7 Tom Cruise movie.
Debatable. Okay.
I said top 7 Tom Cruise movie. Jesus Christ! Like you have 6 better Tom Cruise movies than that.
I've never heard of it. So.
Okay, I'll just start reeling them off. Ones that I like better.
Great.
Top Gun.
Yes.
Born on the 4th of July.
Yes.
God, why is it?
I mean, you're at 2. Your list just fell apart.
I was trying to figure out the name of the one with Jack Nicholson and Demi Moore.
I mean, A Few Good Men.
Okay, so Few Good Men, 3. What did I say? Top Gun. Hold on. It's not that funny. Give me a fucking minute. I'm just thinking all the Top Cruise movies. Fucking Vanilla Sky's better. Vanilla Sky's definitely better. I would even.
I like Vanilla Sky.
Eyes Wide Shut's better.
Eyes Wide Shut is maybe the worst Tom Cruise movie.
I completely disagree. I like Eyes Wide Shut. In fact, I even watched it again there. We're already at 5. I would say Cocktail's better.
No, it's not. Cocktail's a great movie, but it's not better than fucking
80s classic.
Days of Thunder is basically Top Gun in a fucking race car.
Tom Cruise's first big movie where they're selling hookers. Why in my mind the weed
Risky
my
business.
Mind? These are all better.
I'll give you.
I mean, you just gave.
Do you want?
First of all, you just said Eyes Wide Shut like that's a fucking open and shut case. Eyes Wide Shut is like.
There's 3 that IMDb lists as what he's known for that you didn't even list. So I'll just throw those out.
Yeah.
The Last Samurai, Minority Report, and Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire's up there. I like
Jerry Maguire is a good movie.
Anyway.
I'm not watching Minority. You know how many times I've seen Days of Thunder? 15. You know how many times I've seen Minority Report? Twice. The Last Samurai, the last movie I fucking thought about not watching a second time that had Tom Cruise in it.
I don't know about that, man. I mean, again,
and also, we spoke with the Cavs earlier. Brad Daugherty's gotten me into NASCAR a few times. You know Brad Daugherty's a NASCAR announcer?
Yeah. And he's always on.
And he's 7 feet tall.
You know who else is into racing now and has money in a team? Sean Merriman.
I like watching it, but I like watching it for 5 laps, and they drive 500 laps. I'm like, I mean, I can't get in. It's just too much. Like, I'd be into NASCAR if it was like the fucking Kentucky Derby. If I got 6 minutes in NASCAR, it was like, here we go. And what the fuck's happening? Like, when you watch Days of Thunder, the races in the movie are like 5 minutes long. Yeah, who's got 3 hours? I'm not against going to drink in an RV, but
I never got Nicole Kidman's big thing that everybody cared about her so much.
In general?
Yeah, I don't find. I'm not. She's pretty, but I just don't.
She's tall. She's pretty. She's Australian. Those are 3 good.
She's too skinny, man.
Trevor's shaking his head.
I don't think she's hot at all.
Have you seen Days of Thunder?
Yeah.
You've seen Days of Thunder?
Isn't that where they met?
He goes, yeah. No. You have not seen Days of Thunder.
I have not.
You should watch it.
Okay. But Nicole Kidman's, I mean,
she's young, like, she's young and attractive in it. Now, I mean, Nicole Kidman's like 50.
Dude, I'm not saying, look, again, she never, compared to other women in Hollywood, I never was like, I like a little meat on girls.
I dig that take. I like your take.
Yeah.
I dig that take.
See?
I mean, look at this is what you got supporting you.
The wheat connection over here.
I dig that take.
I like a little meat on the bones. I like them thicker.
I do have to laugh, though, about Trevor for a minute because Goldberg said something to me that I couldn't stop laughing about. When he came the one time before the Super Bowl and you were in How You Are Now with your fucking slides, your shorts, and your... Maddie said to me off camera, he's like, dude, I dress better than Trevor. He's like, this guy for real?
That is a hot take there, Maddie. I mean,
Trevor,
let's calm it down.
Let me give Trevor one. I mean, the one thing I'll give Trevor, it doesn't look like he was born through the neck of his shirt. Like,
and I will say, I dress like I'm coming to the smut shack. you know how I dress that I'm in the smut shack. Maddie dresses like he's going to the smut shack every fucking where he goes.
The first thing
he said in the behind the scenes video on YouTube for the Super Bowl party that Paige made him put on pants for the Super Bowl party. Like I got pants.
The
I know.
first thing Trevor puts on any given day is probably like, basketball shorts or fucking a shirt. First thing Maddie puts on every day is a is a necklace that has 17 keys on it, like he's Schneider from fucking One Day at a Time.
I will say now Maddie's gonna be mad at me
And I don't mean to take any
because I brought that up.
shots at Maddie.
Because then it turns what you just did, but it's all
I
right.
know. I'm not trying to be like Mikey over here, Prano's brother. I saw those shots going.
You
want to
start coming to the Dent Report?
Yeah, I'll film the Dent Report.
See, look at this. All right, love it. Gino from Reno.
Love you, Maddie.
Gino from Reno. Let's hear what he has to say.
Yo, what's up, boys? Gino from Reno here. Got a quick question. Would you rather? Would you rather have Mark Jackson or Doc Rivers as your head coach? All right, boys, stay dirty.
It's a good question.
It's an easy one for me. As overrated as he is, I'm going to go Doc Rivers.
Why?
Mark Jackson at no point seemed to be a competent anything but a reverend. And a fucking...
He's a good announcer.
Yeah, he's a great announcer. That's what I need from my announcer. Excitement, talking about all the passion and energy that's going on. What I need from a basketball coach, like, I feel like Doc Rivers has one play in his bag. I feel like Mark Jackson's got fucking inspirational quotes. Mark Jackson's like the most annoying chick you follow on Instagram.
I don't follow chicks on Instagram.
He's like
really.
fucking just posting like positivity.
Yeah, 1,000 hashtags.
Yeah.
I might go Mark Jackson. I might go with the underdog here, even though he's never won anything.
I just don't know
How many
you do.
years? How many years did he have in Golden State? 2 or 3?
2011 to 2014.
Yeah, he had yeah. Might have been 4 years, 4 seasons, right?
So he had 4.
11, 12, 13, 14, 4.
What was their record? What was their improvement from his first to last
They
year?
were terrible when he got there. They also
Yeah.
got Steph Curry, they got Klay Thompson, they got Draymond.
No, I'm just saying. How many games did they win his first year?
I would probably go Mark Jackson.
How many games did the Golden State Warriors win his first year, and then compared to his last? Anyway, I mean, look,
Fill it.
I mean, don't forget Boston went from nothing to something when they got players. They went from worst to
First year for 2011, they were
25 games.
23 and 43.
Yeah.
And what did he do his last year?
58.
No, I bet 45.
There were 7 seeds, so they're probably
Trevor
40,
just can't put in
48
Mark
games.
Jackson's stats. It should instantly come up, buddy.
That doesn't come up. You put up Mark Jackson stats, suddenly they're giving the Golden State Warriors
coaching
fucking
record.
seasonal breakdown.
67-15 in 2014.
He wasn't coaching that team. That was Steve Kerr. Trevor just nods.
Sure is. Mm-hmm. Yes, you're right.
It's all good, Trevor. This is taking way too long.
It went 2004. I tell you,
Yeah.
whatever.
Why didn't you just put Mark Jackson's
51.
coach?
51.
So 23 to 51. Okay. Yeah, look, either way, I could care less about
Well, here's
either
the deal.
answer.
Doc Rivers is still in the NBA.
Yeah,
He's had 3 head coaching jobs.
it's crazy.
Mark Jackson has had 1 team.
Do you think if Mark Jackson wins a title with the Warriors, he's still in the NBA? Just like Doc is, how he won a title
Yeah, but
with Boston?
but
if Mark Jackson had more time.
no, he wouldn't have won.
Okay.
I said that. Don't forget going all the way back when they were a 7 seed.
He fucking lifts his
Don't
beer like
forget.
he's doing
Don't
dilly
forget.
dilly into the camera.
Don't forget, they were a 7 seed. I said, just get rid of Mark Jackson. That's a championship team. And I picked them to win the West that year. Just with Mark Jackson being gone. Doc Rivers could coach the fucking Warriors to a championship right now. Anybody, Trevor could coach the Warriors to a championship right now. The guy who wrote fucking, the Stanley Kubrick, his dead body could fucking coach the Warriors to a championship right now.
What about Brendan Dassey?
Probably.
Yeah, right? People forget Luke Walton had a better record than fucking Steve Kerr. Luke Walton went undefeated for like 30 games.
I like Luke Walton, by the way. I like him at the Lakers.
What's not to like? He's Bill Walton's son.
Well, a lot of people were like, "Oh man, maybe this Bill Walton thing with the Lakers isn't working out." I'm saying, who does this guy fucking have? They're trying to develop something.
I mean, it's certainly too early to tell.
Yeah.
I don't like I just like him because he's Bill Walton's son. He's probably eaten some mushrooms in his day. That's got to help you as an NBA coach.
Yeah.
Mushrooms in his blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fact: Mark Jackson's never taken mushrooms.
I bet Mark Jackson's never had a sip of alcohol or a drag of a cigarette.
Well, he takes communion when he goes to church, so he's taking a sip of the wine.
You know what I fucking meant.
Well, it counts.
You
saying.
You cheddar dick.
Just saying.
You cheddar dick. All right, guys, those are our calls. 310-359-8365. We made it. I have felt like this episode has lasted 3 hours. I guess that's what happens when you engage in the use of marijuana before a show. I apologize to anybody that I offended.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
This is the episode you decided to go with that one on?
Go to andyruther.com if you ever want to see me smoke weed and tell jokes live. Pray no?
Yeah, joeprano.com for shows. FX Life on Twitter.
Yes, at Andy Ruther on Twitter and dirtysports.com. And, of course, leave those iTunes reviews. Guys, I know you just get sick of hearing it, but just leave them. Just leave 5 stars. Help a brother out. And let me know. I'm curious. I'm actually asking for something on Twitter or any social media. Let me know if you like high Ruther or sober Ruther.
You got to put a poll out.
Yeah.
Definitely put a poll out.
Yeah. Also,
not that I'm going to get high every
also
episode.
on your iTunes.
You
Also on your iTunes reviews, I want the next 5 iTunes reviews to have a greater than, less than. I need a fucking Days of Thunder. Greater than or less than. What's the shitty Kubrick movie you like? I don't even remember the fucking name of it.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Eyes Wide Shut. I can't believe that's the fucking movie you pulled.
You said 7. It was easy to pull 7. And of
Not
course,
easy. It was not easy.
You should have gone far and away.
It's
You
because I'm,
stumbled.
it's 'cause
Mission
I'm stoned. I
Impossible.
didn't have all the. Trevor, stop fucking sticking up for Prano. Because I don't
Sticking up for me.
Yeah.
God damn it. Days of Thunder doesn't even need sticking up for. Trevor's never even fucking seen it.
Because I didn't.
I've said half the show. I've said I've liked your
Seems
takes
like
more.
we're gonna
So
have
I
to do
agree
a
with you on
Tom
Mark
Cruise Day
Jackson.
Tuesday.
Anyway, guys, if you want 3 episodes of this mayhem, just go to patreon.com/dirty sports. And I think that's it.
Yeah. If we get, I mean, I would like to see a little boost in the Patreon. If we get a little boost in the Patreon, I'm throwing it out there. Me and Trevor, Tom Cruise Day Tuesday next week, watching Days of Thunder. Bonus episode.
I'm just not invited. Like,
Yeah,
what
you're
is?
not invited. Well, if you think Eyes Wide Shut is better than Days of Thunder, you're not invited. It's official.
Well, how about this?
You're out.
How about this? I'll simultaneously do a live podcast of Eyes Wide Shut with my shirt and pants off. Because it's a naked movie with a lot of sex. And I'll put it up on Grindr, which means I'll get more viewers. See?
Touche.
Eyes Wide Shut is describing anybody thinking about watching that.
All right, guys, that's the episode. Thank you for listening. And do all your homework. And most importantly, don't forget, condoms are pussies.
Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.